Hey everyone, I am your commentator and narrator, Chris Welch, and I welcome you to episode 1 of this kind of alternative story and journey of West Ham that I'm doing through FIFA 2022. I've always secretly thought of myself as an okay amateur commentator. In my youth, I would often turn off the commentary on sports games that I was playing, whether it be football or racing or anything else, and often do the commentary myself just to try and immerse myself into it, and just because I quite like doing it. So I've taken the plunge and opened that part of myself and that hobby, if you like. I've opened that up to everyone on YouTube. So starting from episode 2, every episode of this series will continue under the illusion that this is, as I hit my mic, every episode will continue under the illusion that this is a real-life video journey of West Ham's season. And this, therefore, is the only time that I'm going to talk directly to you, the audience. Everything else is going to continue with this illusion that everything is real. That being said, I would love to hear your feedback on this. I would love to know what you guys think, whether this is good, bad, or indifferent. I'd love to know whether commentary is any good, what I could do to improve it, what I could do to improve the videos, and just, yeah, generally let me know what your thoughts are on this. Following the shock departure of David Moyes, West Ham have appointed Spanish coach Rico Cronde. To try and continue the good work that David Moyes has put before him, he goes out and spends a lot of money in the summer transfer window, and we now follow that progress across the 2021-2022 season. In a series of videos whereupon we experience the ups and downs of a league season, complemented by the club's first European football campaign in a very, very long time. So, without further ado then, let's get into it. Let's head over to Rico Cronde's first press conference ahead of the first game of the season. I hope you enjoy.
Well, thank you all for joining us. All right, we'll take questions now.
Welcome to the press conference ahead of the first game of the Premier League season between Newcastle and West Ham United. It's been a very busy summer for the new West Ham boss, Rico Cronde. He has been buying and selling at quite the rate. He said that training has been good in pre-season, the performances have been good, they even won a continental friendly tournament out in the South Americas. Things have been looking good for the West Ham boss. The Champions League on the horizon for the club. Cronde says that Champions League qualification is seen as a minimum requirement for a club of this stature. New signing Schlager in from Wolfsburg for a fee of £22 million. Said that we are very optimistic that he can make a big impact at the club. I wanted him around the squad for this game, and he will likely get on the pitch at some stage.
Okay, guys, thank you. End of questions. Thanks now.
Welcome everyone to the opening game of the Premier League season. There are few moments on the calendar, on the football calendar, that have as much excitement around them as this one. We are live from St James's Park for West Ham United's visit. It's been a very busy summer for both teams. New managers for both teams. Eddie Howe comes in after a 12 or 18 month absence from the game. The familiar soundtrack of Dire Straits ringing around this famous venue. Alan Shearer, you can see hanging up, the biggest club legend. Declan Rice managing to continue his amazing form year after year at such a young age, racking up close to 150 appearances already for the Hammers. Here is how the teams line up then. Martin Dubravka starts in goal. It's a back 5 for Newcastle today, with Matt Ritchie and Jacob Murphy providing the width. John Joe Shelby, Isaac Hayden starting midfield, along with Adel Taarabt, the new signing for Newcastle, and Joelinton and Alain Saint-Maximin, the ever dangerous Saint-Maximin, starts up front. New signing Joe Willock has to settle for a place on the bench. The referee today is Michael Oliver for this one. We'll be hoping for a quiet afternoon. Well, for West Ham United, it's been a very busy summer, both incomings and outgoings. Fabianski retains his place in goal. New signings Kurt Zouma and Alex Tellers come straight into the side. The familiar pairing of Souček and Rice in the central defensive midfield positions, and Michail Antonio leads the line with Ben Rama, Fornals and Bowen providing support. Vlasic, Schlager, Callum Wilson, of course, signed from Newcastle just a week or so ago. Has to wait for his debut, or wait for their debuts for West Ham. Will he come off the bench and have an impact in this one? You can almost see it written, can't you? But he will have an impact today. So here we go then. We are off and running. It's Newcastle United to get us underway, playing from left to right. And already Adel Tarabt in amongst the action. West Ham have looked very impressive in pre-season. They've been free scoring. Have been conceding a few though, which will be of concern to new manager Rico Cronde. Here's Tomas Souček. Goes for the striking goal. It's well blocked. Oh, and then he's Lascelles is dispossessed, and Declan Rice with the shot. Well, Martin Dubravka is called into action very, very early here. And Jamal Lascelles, the Newcastle captain, will be one very relieved man, having been dispossessed on the edge of his own box. Martin Dubravka comes to his aid. So the first corner of the game then for West Ham United. It will be Jared Bowen to swing it in. Here's the corner. Zuma challenging. It's half cleared. I think that was that Lascelles? I think that was Lascelles that got it away. West Ham recover possession on the halfway line. Here's Vladimir Sufal. Into Tomas Souček. Looks for the run of Benrahma. It's well intercepted by Fabian Schär. Souček switching sides. First touch of the ball for Alex Telles. Seemed or deemed surplus to requirements at Manchester United. His pass is intercepted by Mbemba. Here's Jamal Lascelles. Looks for the run of Alain Saint-Maximin. First chance for him to open his legs then in behind the West Ham defence on the right hand side. Telles trying to come back. The cross coming into the box. But Lucas Fabianski is able to come and claim. There's a bit of a gap here on the left hand side here, and Fabianski spotted that with Fornals. Looks to switch the play for Jared Bowen, who just went too early. A wonderful pass, you can see. Just had to check his run, Jared Bowen. There's Adel Tarabt now. Looks at the run of Alain Saint-Maximin, and Kurt Zuma again. Clears it under no pressure really, just hacked away. Turns around and looks at his goalkeeper as if to say, where was my call? Tarabt, his cross is blocked by Vladimir Sufal. Adel Tarabt has had a couple of clubs in English football and it's never really worked out for him. Perhaps a slight chance at redemption as West Ham give the ball away again. Shelvey looks to get the ball quickly up the pitch, and Alain Saint-Maximin brings it down beautifully. Good chance, good save from Fabianski. He came out and smothered it really well. The first real opening of this game for Newcastle. Alain Saint-Maximin unable to convert. Kurt Zuma just got caught under the ball. It's a brilliant first touch from Alain Saint-Maximin to get in behind, but up the other end now, here's Pablo Fornals. Trying to drive it across the face of the goal. It's well defended by Jamal Lascelles. And Newcastle can build something here. They've got men forward. Good football here between the front three. Here's Jonjo Shelvey. Finds Joelinton. Looks for the run of Jacob Murphy. I don't think he's going to reach it, and he doesn't. Tellers was back covering. We do expect the other two new recruits on the bench, or multiple new recruits, but certainly Rico Cronde's new recruits, to feature at some point in this game. Here's Saïd Benrahma. It shrugs off the challenge from Jamal Lascelles, which was pretty lame, and then really good tackle coming in from Matt Ritchie to block Saïd Benrahma's shot. Another ball in behind is Saint-Maximin. Just slow down for a second there. He's still got it though. Here's Joelinton. And he sees the run of Jonjo Shelvey! And Newcastle take the lead! Jonjo Shelvey is the man with the goal. It's a wonderful pass through from Joelinton. Alex Tellers unable to track his man all the way through. But perhaps some question marks here over Lucas Fabianski. It looks like he comes out and just dives at the feet of Jonjo Shelvey, but actually completely misjudges his position. And Shelvey effectively has a clear shot on goal from 6 yards. 24 minutes into the game then, and the deadlock has been broken. And Jonjo Shelvey is a very happy man. And you say on the balance of play, the chances created that Newcastle have been good value for that. But now how will West Ham respond? Here's Soufal. Straight away then finds Bowen. Soufal continues his run. That's a nice ball. He's at the byline. Crosses to the back post towards Fornals. It's really well defended by Jacob Murphy. Here's Saeed Benrahma. Martin Dubravka for the second time this afternoon already makes a sprawling save to his right hand side. Gets good two-handed contact on the ball and tips it behind for a corner. Here's Fornals. Finds Mikel Antonio, who's barely had a sniff so far, but he might get half a yard here. Antonio! Just couldn't get enough whip on it. Good chance for West Ham there. Opened up nicely for him. You can see by the grimacing look on his face, he thinks he probably should have hit the target there. Just coming up to half an hour gone, and Ogbonna, Jolinton went down. Ogbonna looks at the referee a bit bemused, but the referee has given the free kick, Michael Oliver. Fornals, nice turn by him. Spreads the play to the far side for Vladimir Soufal. Looks for the run of Jared Bowen, who will come inside of Fabian Schär. Looks for the run of Antonio. It's just over here. Good goalkeeping, by Dubravka. Antonio slid in. He had every right to go for that. Dubravka smothered the ball really well. Tarat finds Jolinton. Got Jacob Murphy barrelling forward on this right-hand side, but Pablo Fornals did really well and tracked him all the way. This time looked very assured in possession thus far. Here's Jared Bowen. Mikel Antonio. Declan Rice striding forward now. Still going Declan Rice, looks for Mikel Antonio. Can he get away from Fabian Schär? Fabian Schär shadows him really well, and he has to give the ball to Jared Bowen, who digs it back in for Antonio. He probably had time to bring it down, and he tried what was quite an awkward header in the end. It was straight into the grateful hands of Martin Dubravka. Declan Rice and Fornals working well together to win the ball back from John Joe Shelvey. Here is the West Ham skipper. Fires it to Soufal, looks for the run of Jared Bowen, and the flag is up again for offside. Much to Bowen's frustration. It's been that sort of half for West Ham, really. Those near misses, that's a very tight call on Fornals, but it was the correct one. It has been that sort of half. A few decent chances, nothing clear-cut for the Hammers so far. Good first touch from Bowen here to get away from Adel Taarabt. Jamal Lascelles prevents him from going any further. Here's Jolinton. Can Newcastle find a second goal before the end of the half? Lovely ball out from Matt Ritchie on the far side. 3 minutes of added on time to be played. His cross is poor though. Zuma gets up well above Jolinton to head clear. West Ham's turn to counter them. Here's Jared Bowen. Mikel Antonio tries to give it back to Jared Bowen. And they snuff it out, and it's a bit frenetic. The quality at times in this first half has been a little lacking. Here's John Joe Shelvey. And again, a misplaced pass, and possession's given away. And there is the half-time whistle. A good first half of football for Eddie Howe and his Newcastle team. The fans give a warm round of applause for the team as they head off down the tunnel. For Mikel Antonio, it's been a frustrating start to the season. And at half-time here at St James's Park, it is Newcastle United 1, West Ham United 0. Welcome back to St James's Park then, where Newcastle currently lead West Ham by a goal to 0. Just a quick look at the half-time highlights here as Declan Rice very nearly got us underway after just 3 minutes when he dispossessed Lascelles on the edge of the box, but Dubravka made 1 or 2 very good saves in that first half. Kept him at bay. This was the goal then, John Joe Shelvey taking advantage of some slack marking from Alex Telles, who couldn't keep up with him. Fabianski got his angles all wrong as he came out to try and smother the ball. West Ham did push back quite well though. They responded well. Saeed Benrahma just a few moments later stinging the hands of Martin Dubravka for the second time in the match. Mikel Antonio then went close as he tried to wrap his foot around it and bend one in the far corner. Couldn't quite get the direction on it that he needed. It's been a tale of that though for West Ham, the almosts. And it is Newcastle who lead the way at the break. Here we go then for the second half. All bar 2 of the West Ham substitutes are new signings. That of Issa Diop and Aaron Creswell. And one of those new signings, Nikola Vlasic, comes on at the break for Saeed Benrahma. And we see any more goals in this game. West Ham have looked dangerous, as have Newcastle, so I'll be surprised if there's no further goals. And already Soufal is behind the defence on the near side. His cross is just too deep for Nikola Vlasic. That was a really good chance for Soufal there, but he couldn't pick anyone out, sorry. Here's Jacob Murphy then. The first half has started, how the second one ended. Good ball here for Alain Saint-Maximin. He's into the box, but Kurt Zouma, as he has done on a number of occasions today, stuck to his task really well and dispossessed Saint-Maximin at the cost of a corner. Up next for Newcastle United is an away fixture at Aston Villa, who are also under new management themselves. The league legend Steven Gerrard taking the helm there. His first job in Premier League. Here's Nikola Vlasic. And here's Souček, and here's a chance for West Ham now. Jared Bowen on the near side. He cuts inside of Fabian Schär. He's got himself half a yard, and Dubravka again denying, and Jared Bowen looks to the heavens as if to say, what do we need to do to score past this man today? In inspired form. It's a brilliant save low down to his left. Kick forward, Ogbonna. It's a poor kick from Dubravka, has to be said, and West Ham recover it quickly. And here's Nikola Vlasic, and he cuts inside here. Real chance for West Ham again, and Vlasic, and once again Marcin Dubravka is equal to it. For the second time in as many minutes, West Ham have tested Dubravka and found him to be very much equal to the task. How much longer can Newcastle continue to hold out as the corner comes in? And it's falls here for Ogbonna, does it? And Dubravka smothers the ball at the feet of Ogbonna. And if things carry on the way they are, I think man of the match is going to be a fairly straightforward decision. So our first change then. Goal scorer John Joe Shelby. It's a very warm round of applause as he is replaced by Jeff Hendrick. And Newcastle counter now with Alain Saint-Maximin. Now Joelinton. West Ham have numbers back here. Here's Jeff Hendrick, looks for the run of Jacob Murphy. Gets in behind, here's Joelinton, he's under pressure from Ogbonna! Side netting, just for a moment, I think a few sections of the crowd thought that had actually creeped in the near post. It's a good take and a good strike from Joelinton, but the angle was always against him. He had Ogbonna for close company as well. Here's Declan Rice. This time they've moved the ball across the pitch well today. Here's Nikola Vlasic. Antonio, oh brilliant turn, he's got away from Fabian Schär. He struck it straight at Dubravka, who made a very good, strong, one-handed save and collects the ball at the second attempt. West Ham, I would say they're getting closer, but at the moment Dubravka seems to be a bit of a one-man wall at the moment. Newcastle defence are struggling to keep tabs on some of the runs off the ball. And here's Jacob Murphy on the far side being chased by Declan Rice. Good block from Declan Rice. Another substitution for Newcastle. Isaac Hayden is withdrawn and Joseph Willock, or Joe Willock, will get his debut then for Newcastle. West Ham are also going to make a double change here, and Callum Wilson is going to come on the pitch. I wonder what sort of reception he will get. Let's listen. Yeah, I think that tells you all you need to know. Mikel Antonio is withdrawn. Thomas Souček is also withdrawn for Xavier Schlager to make his debut. So more debutants entering the field as Saint-Maximin rises up high and wins a corner off of Ogbonna. And straight through both Saint-Maximin and his own Kurt Zouma to come and claim that. Really good goalkeeping. And Schlager with his first real touch of the ball. Driving through the midfield. Look at this for a run. Schlager is allowed to carry the ball. He must have carried it 45, 50 yards here. He's still going edge of the box. What a goal that would have been. And in the end, it's a really tame effort. And Dubravka sees it go over the box and a wry smile from Rico Cronde. I wonder if he is getting that feeling like it's just going to be one of those days. Still 20 minutes left in this game though for things to change. Here's Callum Wilson for his first touch on the ball. Some boos echo around the stadium. I probably won't need to tell you when he's on the ball. Bonner, good interception by him. Now he can drive forward. He times his pass to Pablo Fornals really well. He's got time and space. Oh, and he went to cross it early. And he got it completely wrong. He puts his hands up in an apologetic way. That was a real chance for Pablo Fornals. And it has passed him by. Just over 15 minutes to go then until the end. Still Newcastle lead by a goal to nil. And their final change of the afternoon will see Jolinton replaced by Dwight Gale. Eddie Howe will be pleased with Jolinton's efforts this afternoon. Even more pleased if they can see this one through. Fabian Scher, all dispossessed by Jared Bowen. And now Callum Wilson. Lascelles is all over him. Still Wilson. Oh, and he's in it straight into Bravka. It's another wonderful save. It's just not going in for West Ham this afternoon. You almost felt like it had to be Callum Wilson, didn't you? West Ham struggling in front of goal, and when all of a sudden Wilson is presented with an opportunity like that, and he's unable to convert, and another chance for West Ham goes begging. Soufal. It's all West Ham in this second half. Here's Jared Bowen. Tries to get his cross in. It's blocked by Ritchie. Bowen wins the header and finds Vladimir Soufal. Now Callum Wilson looks for Declan Rice. Under pressure from Jeff Hendrick, who wins it back well. And the pressure momentarily is released as he wins a throw off of Alex Telles. Party carnival atmosphere inside the home sections of this ground. 12 minutes plus stoppage time to play. Here's Mbemba. Also look for a period of possession. Here's Dwight Gale, looks to shoot. Under pressure from Ogbonna. Sliced harmlessly wide, I think, from the angle I was at. I think it made it look closer than it actually was. Fabianski never looked concerned. And Martin Dubravka getting a round of applause as St. Maximin takes the ball to the corner, does he? Just trying to run the clock down here. Martin Dubravka was just announced as the man of the match. 6 minutes of added on time to be played in this game. I'm not entirely sure where they found that from. And a chance here, good save from Fabianski. Alain St. Maximin very, very nearly won the game at the death and made sure. It's the first time in this second half that Fabianski has had to make a save. Martin Dubravka, just to go back to it, did get man of the match. I think very much deservedly so. He's made probably 5, maybe 6 outstanding saves to keep West Ham at bay. It was a great challenge from Joe Willett, comes in on Vlasic to win it back as he looked like he was getting the wrong side. Scher taking a risk here. And then sends the ball far side for Jacob Murphy. Good first touch to keep it in. The clock is almost there for Newcastle. Forward, Newcastle have possession, and all the while they have possession, West Ham can't do anything. The clock has now gone beyond the 6 minutes, and there is the full-time whistle. It's 3 points for Eddie Howe and Newcastle, and in disappointment for Rico Cronde in the West Ham dugout. They gave it a good go, there's no doubt about that, but they are going to have to be more clinical in future matches if they are going to want to challenge for those top 4 places. Alain St. Maximin caused trouble all afternoon, but it's their goalkeeper Martin Dubravka who will take the plaudits with a string of incredible saves to help give his team the 3 points to start their season in perfect style. It's finished here at St James's Park. Newcastle United 1, West Ham United 0. So on a wet and gusty afternoon in St James's Park, let's take a look at the match highlights then as Declan Rice stung the hands of Martin Dubravka, whose hands would be stung on many more occasions throughout this game, as he kept a very important clean sheet for his side. The only goal of the game came from John Joe Shelby following a good pass from Jolinton and a poor piece of goalkeeping from Fabianski, who got his angles completely wrong. It proved to be the decisive moment. He was later replaced in the game to give Joe Willock his debut. West Ham continued to pepper the goal with shots. Say Benrahma Frustrated along with many other of the West Ham players is Martin Dubravka. He's in imperious form. Mikel Antonio had a very quiet afternoon. Just the one real shot on goal of note from him, which was that one as it fizzed past the post. He was replaced by Callum Wilson with 25 minutes to go, who equally was unable to do anything despite a very good opportunity. Jarrod Bowen also frustrated by Martin Dubravka. Now perhaps will be a little concerned at the number of chances they gave up this afternoon. Fabianski wouldn't be needed to make a proper save until about the 93rd minute from Alain Saint-Maximin, who very nearly made the game safe. He was a thorn in the side of West Ham all afternoon, winning corners at every opportunity. Schlager very nearly came on and made an immediate impact for his new team, but under pressure from Mbemba, he got his shot all wrong. Gale managed to find half a yard between the defence, but his shot went wildly off target. He reaffirmed his commitment to the philosophy that he is trying to put on the team, but asked for patience from the West Ham fans as things will take time to come forward. He was then asked about two of his players and the debut that they made. Callum Wilson was the first one that he was asked about. He responded by saying that new players take time to settle and that we shouldn't be judging him too quickly. And he also said the same of Alex Telles, knowing that Callum Wilson, Telles and Schlager, the new signings, are all going to be very important players for West Ham this season, and that people should give them time to settle into their new club.
No further questions, thank you.
West Ham's next game then against Leicester City at the London Stadium is where we will head to next. Thank you very much for joining us. We will see you at the London Stadium, where West Ham will hope to get their season off and running.